Welcome to a new video, and this is my diary into using the DJI MINI 2. I want to share my first impressions, my first thoughts, and a bit more experience now. I've had a bit more fly time with the drone, and again, what I like, what I don't like, and how I'm actually finding it. But, you know, spoiler alert, there's not a lot not to like here. You know, you've heard it all before from other reviewers, but now you're going to hear it from me. This drone is unbelievable. So let's talk about flying the drone. So the ease of use I find when flying the drone, again, it's super simple. It takes off for you, it auto lands for you, it also gives you on places where you can and can't fly the drone. And they just make it so easy, whether you're a beginner or you're a professional, you know, you still want that ease of use factor in both situations, and they give you that seamlessly every time. I've had no issues with the GPS signal, I've had no issues with it connection, even to my daily driver of a smartphone, which is a Huawei. And you guys will know how difficult some things can be connected and used on a daily basis with that phone. And again, I've had no issues with it. It's actually available on the Huawei app gallery, if anyone wants to know, with the app. So the DJI Fly app is available on the Huawei app gallery. And again, it works seamlessly. And the app itself, I must say, again, so much time, effort, and people who really care and really know about what they're doing has gone into that app. So it makes it a really enjoyable experience to use. And again, it just makes flying the drone that much better and that much elevated above the competition. In this video, I'm going to drop sort of samples and stuff like that of my time flying the drone so far, so you can make your own mind up on the quality of the footage and the quality of the editing, because I want to share my journey and my experience of using it so far, so you guys can get an idea of what it's like if you're going to purchase one of these, which I would actually highly recommend if you want to take your content to the next level. But so far, again, let's talk about setting up and flying the drone. So setting up and flying the drone is very straightforward. You download the DJI app, so DJI Fly app. It tells you exactly what to do in a very straightforward and very simple format. Once you've done that, I would definitely recommend doing any updates that the drone will give you, is to make sure that the firmware is up to date, any bugs, issues and stuff like that have been fixed, so it just makes flying that drone much more stable. And again, it puts them nerves to rest as well, if you are sort of not super confident when you're flying it. After you've done that, make sure your batteries are charged, make sure you've got all the spare parts, and make sure, I've done this a few times, make sure you actually put the SD card in the drone before you go and fly it, because otherwise, you know, you're not going to be able to record any footage with the drone. And again, brings me on actually to a nice feature of the app. It's not the same as recording and it's not the same quality, but you can actually use your phone screen to record the footage from the drone, and you can actually salvage some sort of footage from that if you do forget your SD card. So that is a nice feature that's baked into the app. I would say as well is the quality. Let's talk about the next sort of thing on my list, which is the actual quality of the footage you get out of it. So, you know, it shoots at 4K at 30 frames per second, and God, it really shows when you can pull back so much detail from them editing apps like Lightroom, or I actually use Huawei Petal Clip for a lot of my editing, which again, it's not perfect, but it's simple to use and it's time effective, so I do like it. But you can pull so much detail out of that image when you increase the sharpness and you know, dehaze the image and stuff like that. You can pull a lot of detail back, especially when you're shooting in raw video and raw photo modes. And that really shows as well. I mean, I love the fact that in Lightroom you can actually grade the videos and photos, so color grade them, and you can get some fantastic results with it. The next thing about flying it, I would say I'm very impressed with, is the actual smoothness and the stability of the drone. If I'm going to have a negative slightly, I would say sometimes you can get some blown highlights with the sky and stuff like that, and it doesn't always react super quickly to changing lighting conditions. But again, a lot of this, because you're shooting in RAW, you can edit this and change this as you go. Much it, a short and sweet update really, but again, it's just my diary into how I'm finding it so far. So make your own mind up, let me know below, and let me know what you think and how I can improve the flying of the drone, the editing of the videos, and the recording of these videos as well. So I am putting more time into trying to improve the quality of these videos. So I want to know what you think of the audio quality. So I was using an external mic. I've now completely ditched that microphone and we're going with the mic straight on the device.